You have been set up. You've been set up to receive extraordinary power from God. But you have to believe, you have to receive before you can conceive. This is the place of consummation of grace. This is not, no matter how wonderful and beautiful and miraculous it seems, this is the place where power is seen. Christ had to come in bodily form in order to redeem you. When you give your life back to Christ, you have to give it back. Spirit, soul, and body. This is the land. This is the first land. He who is faithful with little will be trusted with much. In this illustration, you can write on your paper that this is the Adamic nature. That's who's going to get killed today. Are the cows that are moving among you? Aren't you used to doing that already? Except when you have lots of religious cows, you say, well, you know, I have to eat. I have to drink. Surely that's socially acceptable. Just because a thing produces results does not mean it is of God. That is a big cow that needs to go down. Okay? Here is the great revelation for today. Kill the cows, eat the meat. How you know if Adam's dying? He will get offended. That's your first clue. When you're like, I know that, I see that. Well, who were those that did that? The Pharisees. Okay? And if you get offended at anything I say today, I'm being effective because Adam is dying. Okay? And so that is operating here. When you will not take instruction, God will bring correction, and then he'll bring rebuke for your own protection. But when you're instructed, corrected, or rebuked, wrestle it out with God like Jacob did. And even if you have to walk with a limp, you get up the next day and you become who he made you to be. The Old Testament believers believed in God. They lived according to this pattern of separation. They lived according to the pattern of separation. To this hour, the body of Christ, because of the land that has been withheld, the portion of the price, Ananias and Sapphira held back a portion of the price that was paid for the land. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Christ paid the price for this land. For this land. Not this land. Not just your spirit. Not just your soul. He paid the physical price for your physical land. That is where you can hold healing, salvation, deliverance, prosperity in your hand. When you decide to believe him and possess the physical land.
The pH scale is from 0 to 14. 7 is neutral. Okay? Acidic. 0 to 7 is acidic. And 7 to 14 is alkaline. pH at a 7.2, you're going to be healthy. It's not going to be easy for you to be overweight. Because if you keep it at 7.2 and do any exercises at all and moderate your eating to good, nutritious things, your body will fix itself as far as the weight goes. But if you're acidic, you know, you can gain weight on nearly 0 calories. Okay? When your body gets that acidic, which is you're approaching death when you're down here, okay? So what your body does very quickly, if it gets down here, is start making ammonia. But what happens, ammonia pushes this acid scale up into these areas, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10. but it keeps you alive. However, God is merciful. Ammonia is an anesthetic. Most older people in the nursing home are already up here. That's why they're half the time or more in a different plane than we are. They're in la la land. In other words, it is an anesthetic. So it's his way of giving us a merciful way to check out. But it will pull them back from the brink here, because the alkaline body has a better chance of sustaining life than the acidic body. And it is just the mercy of God that we have this backup system that will allow that to happen. To have oxygen, you have to have glucose, and then you have to have activation. Without activation, the oxygen, glucose does no good. Or very little good. But if you do the three things, activation is what she's doing there. When she moves her right hand, her left brain fires. So I got her at probably about 16 or 18, 15, 9, okay? In other words, she's making that many revolutions a minute, okay? So every time she does this, left brain fires, this, right brain fires. So we're forcing activation. It turns things around. It is miraculous.
Emergency departments show, statistics in emergency departments show that about 85% of the people that come in there, women will have 5 to 7 pounds of undigested food in their gut. Just carrying around 5 to 7 extra pounds, where do you think it is? Okay? And men, more than 10 pounds. Okay? 1 to 3 times a day, your bowels should move. Very practical. Because this is the center of your physical health. 85% of your immune system is generated here. Take in fuel, get rid of waste. Take in fuel, get rid of waste.
As Christians in the body of Christ, we are to walk in love, and we are to forgive. And that's the two biggest things that we have trouble with. Unforgiveness will kill you. It is unmerciful. That is why things are not happening for you in the health arena. God is a good God. If we don't understand things, we still have to say and believe with all of our heart He's a good God. Because He is. There are things that we don't know and we don't understand. But you and I dictate how we live. Okay? Even if you're taking an early journey out. Hey, it's your call. But a lot of people are doing that and not seeing the extravagant price that they have to pay for that. Lives are cut short. Like I said a while ago, I want to check in and you go, hey, you're right on time. So that's why we're here. That's why we're traveling around the country teaching the body of Christ how they do not have to go there. Okay?
Of Eden. Your body was designed to live in a sensory-rich, oxygen-rich, presence of God-rich environment. If you have the passion in your heart to do anything for Christ, now is the time. Right now is the time. Learn today. The time is now to invoke the power of the agreement of the Trinity. This is where the power is. Grace is an empowerment to complete your assignment. It doesn't come when you're out of alignment.